Amendments to Road Transport Act on drunk driving to be finalised in June. Putrajaya restoring exemptions to interstate travel ban. Good evening, thanks for joining us. You're watching News on 2. I'm Jessica Lee. Now, there is a need to amend the Road Transport Act of 1987, Act 333, so that heavier penalties can be meted out on those driving under the influence. Now, Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin said he has instructed the Transport Ministry to propose an amendment to the legislation to provide for severe penalties for drunk driving, as cases of road crashes caused by intoxicated drivers have become increasingly worrying. The Premier expects the draft bill to be finalised in mid-June before being tabled at the next Parliament meeting. In a posting on social media today, Tan Sri Muhyiddin expressed hope that this amendment will provide for heavier mandatory penalties in line with the offences committed by drunk drivers who not only cause injuries but also fatalities. The move, he added, will also bring justice to those whose family members ended up as victims of drunk driving cases. Police statistics reveal that there were 21 road crashes involving drunk drivers over the last 5 months, and of those, 8 victims had lost their lives. The figure was almost the total number of such cases throughout last year. Under current laws, those convicted for drunk driving can be charged under Section 45A subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987, which carries a fine of between 1,000 ringgit and 6,000 ringgit or jail of up to 12 months. As for drunk driving, which cause fatalities, offenders are liable under Section 44 of the same Act to 10 years in jail and a maximum fine of 20,000 ringgit if found guilty. Now, there are 13 new cases of COVID-19 reported in the last 24 hours, bringing the tally to 7,762 nationwide. No fatalities from the virus was reported to the Crisis Preparedness and Response Centre, or CPRC, as at noon today, keeping the death toll at 115 for 8 consecutive days. Now, Health Director General Datuk Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said of the 13 new COVID-19 cases reported today, 3 were imported. He also said that out of 27 new cases that were transmitted locally, only 10 involved Malaysians.
Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia ingin memaklumkan bahawa terdapat 95 kes yang telah pulih dan dibenarkan discharge pada hari ini. Ini menjadikan jumlah kumulatif kes yang telah pulih sepenuhnya daripada jangkitan COVID-19 dan telah discharge daripada ward adalah sebanyak 6,330 kes, iaitu bersamaan dengan 81.55% daripada jumlah keseluruhan kes.
He added that there are now 1,317 active cases being treated at the country's health facilities at present, with 9 in the intensive care unit, including 2 requiring respiratory assistance. Now, previous leeway for spouses working in different states to travel interstate will be reinstated effective Monday, 1st of June. Senior Minister of Security, Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, said interstate travel for work, medical and emergency reasons will once again be allowed on the same date. A ban on interstate travel was announced on the 21st of May ahead of Hari Raya celebrations, as some motorists took advantage of the relaxation to flout interstate travel rules aimed at curbing the spread of COVID-19.
Walau bagaimanapun, mesyuarat khas Jawatan Kuasa Khas Menteri-Menteri yang bersidang pada hari ini telah pun memutuskan yang pertamanya untuk memberikan kelonggaran seperti sebelum ini, iaitu rentas negeri dibolehkan jika kes-kes yang melibatkan kecemasan seperti kematian dan juga kes-kes perubatan yang lain. Begitu juga dengan urusan kerja seperti berulang-alik daripada rumah ke tempat kerja. Kita juga membenarkan. Sebagai contoh, duduk di Seremban, bekerja di Putrajaya. Jadi kita benarkan ulang-alik dan sebagainya.
The senior minister said the meeting today also agreed to allow driving schools and institutes, as well as the processing of driving license by the Road Transport Department, RTD, to operate from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. from the 1st of June. He said RTD had also set the standard operating procedure, SOP, in line with the stipulations of the Health Ministry and the National Security Council, NSC. On another note, the senior minister said Malaysians are still barred from travelling abroad, especially to countries considered as high risk for COVID-19 infections. He said the directive also applies to Malaysian students who wish to continue their education in Indonesia, which has seen a significant rise in the number of cases of late.
Indonesia dianggap sebagai salah satu negara yang mempunyai risiko yang tinggi. Indonesia, Amerika dan Brazil kan sekarang ni bila dah ada kenaikan mendadak positif COVID, dulu di Eropah dan sebagainya, kita masih anggap sebagai kawasan yang berisiko tinggi.
Yesterday, the local media reported that Malaysian medical students who had previously returned home and now have to go back to Indonesia to undergo the competency test for medical doctors, or UKM PPD, need to adhere to strict procedures, including possessing health certificates. The UKM PPD, a mandatory requirement for final year medical students set by the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture, was originally scheduled to be held in May, but it was postponed to August following the transmission of COVID-19. Meanwhile, the deportation process of illegal immigrants to their respective countries will begin next month, with the first phase involving 2,189 Indonesian nationals who are detained at depots in Peninsula and Sarawak. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said another 627 or 672 illegal Indonesian immigrants located in Sabah will be sent home as well.
Kumpulan pertama yang melibatkan 450 parti akan dihantar pulang dengan 3 penerbangan ke Jakarta, Medan dan Surabaya, dan pada 6 Jun 2020 dan akan diikuti pada 10 Jun 2020 dengan penghantaran 445 parti ke Jakarta, Medan dan Surabaya. Proses penghantaran juga akan menggunakan jalan laut, di mana 1,294 parti dijadualkan berlepas ke Medan pada 22 Jun.
He added that the second phase would involve 2,623 illegal immigrants who would be deported to their respective country of origin within 2 months. The Foreign Ministry and the Immigration Department, he said, were also having talks with the Embassy of Nepal and the Bangladesh High Commission on the deportation of their citizens, comprising 246 Nepalese and 2,476 Bangladeshi nationals. The Perak Police Contingent has arrested 18 individuals aged between 17 and 26 for flouting the Conditional Movement Control Order, or CMCO. Ipoh Police Chief ACP A. Asmadi Abdul Aziz said the arrest was made during a raid at an apartment at Casa Kayangan Meru, Ipoh, Perak, early this morning. ACP Asmadi said during the raid at 2 a.m., the police also detained 4 girls and a student for organizing a private party. He explained that during the operation, loud music could be heard coming from the apartment and the people inside refused to open the door, causing the police to break down the door. According to ACP Asmadi, the suspects have been remanded for 3 days under Section 269 of the Penal Code and Regulation 7 Subsection 1 of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases, Measures Within Infected Local Areas Regulation 2020. Meanwhile, ACP Asmadi also reported that another raid was conducted at a nightclub along Jalan Veerasamy Ipoh, where 12 men aged between 22 and 52 were arrested for the same offence. Now, Perak recorded 454 cases of chikungunya between January and 23rd of May this year, compared to only 13 cases during the same period last year. Now, Perak Health Department Director Datuk Dr. Ding Lei Ming said Kampar registered the highest number with 157 cases, followed by Larut Matang and Selama with 109 cases and Kinta with 99 cases. In a statement released today, Datuk Dr. Ding said no death has been recorded, but that there are now 15 active chikungunya hotspots in the state, including one uncontrolled outbreak in Kinta district. She said the main cause of the outbreak is the high index rate of Aedes mosquito breeding at these localities. Among the places found to be mosquito breeding sites were illegal dump sites, empty lots, and abandoned houses and premises, especially during the Movement Control Order MCO period, drains which were not properly maintained, construction sites and open containers near houses. Datuk Dr. Ding said the department had conducted search and destroy activities during which 4,969 premises were found to be breeding mosquitoes. A total of 749 compounds and 116 notices under the Destruction of Disease-Bearing Insects Act, APSPP 1975, were issued by enforcement officers to owners of premises. The State Health Department Director further urged the public and community members to increase their cleaning activities to destroy mosquito breeding grounds in their respective areas. The body of a fisherman who was feared missing at sea after his boat was found unmanned at the Kuala Kedah estuary in Kedah yesterday was found 2.5 nautical miles from where he was reported missing at around 12:36 p.m. today. Now, Kuala Kedah Maritime Zone Director of Maritime Commander Muhammad Faizal Ahmad said the fisherman Nordin Saad, 52, was reported to have gone out to sea alone at 7 a.m. to fish in the area. Commander Muhammad said upon receiving a report from the Kuala Kedah Marine Department at 5 p.m. yesterday, the Langkawi Maritime Search and Rescue Centre, MRSC, immediately launched a search and rescue operation, SAR. He said the Maritime Malaysia deployed a boat to the area and the fisherman's unmanned boat was spotted. He also said the boat was taken to a jetty nearby and handed over to the man's relatives. SAR operations resumed this morning involving personnel and assets of the Royal Malaysian Police, the Fire and Rescue Department, the Civil Defence Force, the Fisheries Department and several local fishing boats. The Kuala Kedah Maritime Zone Director further urged the people with any complaints and emergencies at sea to call the 24 hours MERS 999 or the Maritime Operations Centre in Kuala Kedah Maritime Zone at 04 731 0579. Coming up, Statistics Department foresees unfavorable business environment ahead. The Di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Bilal Shah and Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Haja Aziza Amina Maimuna Iskandaria today convey Pesta Keamatan greetings to all the people celebrating the festival today and tomorrow. Their Majesties expressed the greetings in a post on the Istana Negara Facebook account. In the Facebook post, Their Majesty said, Kotobian Tadau Tagazo do Keamatan, which means Happy Harvest Festival to all our friends in Sabah. The royal couple also prayed for the people's health, wealth and prosperity. Pesta Keamatan, also known as Pesta Menuai, is celebrated by the Kadazan Dusun community in Sabah as a gesture of gratitude at the end of the harvest season. Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia or Bersatu did not act in haste against former party chairman Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and 4 other parliamentary members in the party, despite calls for action to be taken against them sooner. Bersatu President Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin said any action taken should be fair to all parties and in accordance with the party's constitution. In a statement today, Tan Sri Muhyiddin, who is also acting chairman, said no individual is above the party constitution and it is important for the party not to strive for any individual but for religion, the people and the country. Yesterday, Bersatu Secretary General Datuk Sri Hamzah Zainuddin told a special media conference that Tun Dr. Mahathir and the 4 MPs were not expelled from the party, but their membership was automatically nullified for breach of party's constitution. The 4 MPs are Bersatu Deputy President Datuk Sri Mukhris Mahathir, Supreme Council Member Dr. Mazli Malik, Armada Youth Chief Syed Saddiq Syed Abdul Rahman and Datuk Amiruddin Hamzah. Tan Sri Muhyiddin also advised party members to remain patient and be calm in facing the situation following the nullification of membership of the 5 members. He called on Bersatu members to close rank and together with him to strengthen the government for a more secure and prosperous future for Malaysia. He also called on party members to pray to be given the strength to face challenging times. Chief Statistician Datuk Sri Dr. Muhammad Uzair Mahidin said dynamic measures are required to transform the current economic structure, which is heavily dependent on commodities-based industries and low-value-added industries. He said new ways of doing business and diversifying the economy are highly sought by embracing technological advances such as the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and digitalization of business ecosystem. With the adoption of new technologies, Datuk Sri Dr. Muhammad Uzair said the business process will create a decent work environment and a more conducive and sustainable labour market.
New ways of doing business and diversifying the economy is highly required by embracing technological advances such as Industrial Revolution 4.0 and digitalization of business ecosystem. With the adoption of new technologies, the business process will create decent work environment and more conducive and sustainable labour market.
The proposals were made based on early indications gathered in April and May 2020, where the economic environment is foreseen to be unfavourable for Malaysian businesses, supported by the latest leading indicator, LI, which signals an economic recession in the next 4 to 6 months. Datuk Sri Dr. Muhammad Uzair said the COVID-19 pandemic will give a more profound impact to the economy as it will affect businesses and consumers' lifestyle, leading to the transformation of how they will work, shop and live. He said as such, it is essential for the public and private sectors to synergize in facing the current predicaments and subsequently to rejuvenate Malaysia's economy at a swifter pace. Now, a sum of 2 million ringgit has been allocated to build a retaining wall at a landslide area that affected 7 houses in Taman Club UK, Bukit Antarabangsa, Kuala Lumpur. Housing and Local Government Minister Zuraida Kamarudin said the Ampang Jaya Municipal Council, or MPAJ, has been directed to take immediate action to repair the affected area. Now, according to Zuraida, construction and repair works were expected to be completed within 6 months and residents were directed to vacate their homes during the period. Commenting on residents ordered to vacate their homes, the Ampang Member of Parliament said they would be temporarily housed at the Hotel Di Palma, Ampang. About 40 occupants of 7 two-storey houses were ordered to vacate their homes following a landslide early this morning. The landslide was believed to have occurred following continuous rain, resulting in soil movement in the area. And that's it from us. In our top story, amendments to Road Transport Act on drunk driving to be finalised in June. Now, we would also like to wish everyone who celebrates Pesta Kaamatan or the Harvest Festival, especially those in Sabah, a beautiful and meaningful celebration. Join us again at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.